What is the key to a successful sales funnel? Well, it's not the products that you offer. It's not the services that you offer. It's not the price points that you offer. The key to a successful sales funnel is your mailing list. And that might seem a bit odd, but think of it as the start of your sales funnel, because without a mailing list, nothing else happens. So why is your mailing list so important? Well, first and foremost, it enables you to keep in regular contact with your prospects and customers. You know the old saying, out of sight, out of mind. So if you're not in regular contact with your prospects and your customers, they're likely to forget all about you and they're going to go and purchase from somebody else. So you're going to lose out to the competition. Now, you're going to need more than one mailing list. And that's because once someone makes a purchase, you want to move them from the prospects list to the customers list, so that you know that people who have already bought from you are going to have more trust in you. So you're not going to have to sell quite as hard to them as you do to the prospects who've only got your freebie. And there are some marketers who go even further and have a separate list for each stage in their sales funnel. So once somebody has bought the low or a mid-price product, they get moved on to a separate mailing list and they start being offered the high price products. And then when they bought those, they moved on to the higher price products list and so on. So at each stage of the game, they're moved over so that they only get offers that are more expensive and offer better value for money. Okay, now let's just take a look at how the whole process works, and I put together a diagram that explains it. And it works a bit like this. First thing that happens is a prospect visits your website and orders a freebie. So they go to your squeeze page, as it's called, and they get the information and they enter their name and their email address in, and that gets added to the mailing list. So then they get sent the download link to the freebie, and they've got the freebie, and they should be happy. Then the prospect is sent lots of useful information. Now, this is part of the process that a lot of people get wrong. They think that all they have to do is keep hitting their mail list with sales information, with sales things, buy this, buy my product, buy this affiliate product, and it turns people off. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that people know that they're going to get a lot of information from you for free, in addition to the freebie that they've been sent. And exactly how often you send this out is going to depend on your niche. It's going to depend on how you operate. But as a sort of a general rule, you want to send probably 2 or maybe 3 pieces of free information to your list for every 1 sales email that you send. So once that's done, your prospect is sent information about your low-priced product. So you send that with the sales link. Now, if they buy, and to be honest, most people won't buy on the first contact for an offer. You keep them on the prospect list and you send them information about affiliate products and other low price products until they actually make a purchase. And of course, you keep sending them all the useful information as well. So then you get to the point where the prospect actually does buy something. So when that happens, the customer, which is what they now are, is removed from the prospect list and added to the customer list. Now, some mailing systems will do this automatically. On others, you'll have to do it manually. It just depends which system you're using. I'll talk a bit more about that in a moment. Then, of course, the customer gets sent useful information, same sort of rate. And of course, the customer then gets sent information about your high-priced products and also about affiliate products at the same sort of price range. And again, you just simply rinse and repeat all the way through your sales funnel. So this is an ongoing process that keeps going on for every stage in the sales funnel that your prospect or customer is at. Now, the key to working your mail list and sending all these emails out are programs called autoresponders. And an autoresponder enables you to send automated emails to your list. So you don't have to email each customer or prospect individually. The software takes care of it for you. And you can set it up to send emails on certain dates or so many days after the last email. And you can also send one-off emails to your list. And some popular autoresponder companies are Aweber, which you can find here at aweber.com, GetResponse, which you'll find here at getresponse.com, and MailChimp, which you'll find here at mailchimp.com. Now, each of them have different pricing structures and are slightly different in the way that they operate. But the basic principle behind all of them is pretty much the same. Now, one thing that you'll need to decide at the beginning of your dealings with an autoresponder company is whether you want double or single opt-in. Now, let me explain the difference between the two. With single opt-in, the prospect gets added to your list without any verification. Now, you'll get more names on your list that way, but not all of them will be genuine. Some people will put in a fictitious name, a fictitious email address just to get your freebie. They don't want any follow-up emails, so you don't know whether it's a genuine email. Also, it leaves you open to accusations of spamming because somebody might maliciously sign somebody else up to your list. They get hit with all sorts of emails from you that they haven't asked for, and then they complain and you're branded a spammer, even though you're a legitimate business person, but you're going to be branded a spammer because this person has not asked for the information to be sent. So these days, double opt-in gets to be pretty much the default setting. And what happens with double opt-in is the prospect gets sent an email with a confirmation link to click. So if they don't confirm, then there are no further emails. And you don't get quite so many names because some people can't be bothered to confirm. But if you don't get any spam complaints either, because you know that it's a genuine address, you know that the person has asked to receive the emails from you and has confirmed, and if they complain, you can go back with some systems and look it up and see, well, you signed up on X date and you confirmed on Y date, so therefore it's not spam, and you can prove it. So that really sort of covers your backside, so to speak. And as I said, double opt-in is becoming the default settings for most autoresponder companies. In this video, I want to give you the basics on creating your squeeze page. And the squeeze page is going to be the page that you send people to when they sign up for your mailing list. And your squeeze page has one objective and one objective alone, and that is to get people to sign up for your list, to download your free offer, and then be able to receive further emails from you. So your squeeze page must first of all be compelling, and it must be non-distracting. So you want to make sure that they can't explore other parts of your site while they're looking at your squeeze page. So people who come to your squeeze page really only have two options. They can either sign up or they can leave. Now, obviously, you want them to sign up. So let's do a crash course on creating a squeeze page. And here we have a good example of a squeeze page. And this is just a simple HTML page which I made using SeaMonkey, which is a free open source HTML compositing software which you can download for free from this URL. And a lot of people, when you say HTML, they go, oh, well, that's so old-fashioned. Well, yes, it is, but it still works. And the thing about this is, as I was saying earlier, you cannot do anything other than either sign up or leave when you come to a page like this. And SeaMonkey will do all the HTML coding for you. You can see here's the HTML source. And if we go back to normal mode here, you can get a better idea as to how it all looks. What we have is first of all, a compelling pre-headline that draws people's attention in. Then you have a benefit-laden headline, download our free report today and discover an amazing benefit. So you would make sure there are plenty of benefits in the headline. Then you have 3 columns here. Over here on the far left-hand side, you're going to have a graphic about your free report, or if you're giving away software, you might have a software box here, but it's something to grab the viewer's attention, something that they're going to look at. In the middle column, you're going to list the benefits to the prospect if they download their report. So it says here, in this amazing report, you'll discover, and then you list the benefits as bullet points, as many as you can think of. Then over here in the third column, over here on the right-hand side, we have the instructions that tell people what to do. Just enter your first name and primary email address in the box below, and our fact-filled free report will be on its way to you. Then you have the sign up box, and you'll get the code for this. Let's just go back to HTML code again. You'll get the code for this from your autoresponder company, and you can just simply copy and paste it in. When you use SeaMonkey, it is actually very easy to do. Just go back to normal again. And then you need to have something enticing on the send button. Don't just have submit, because that's a bit boring. So what I've got on this one is send me my report. So people will fill out their first name, their email address, and click send me my report. And then their report will be sent to them, or rather they'll be added to the email list. They'll be sent the confirmation email, and then once they've confirmed, they'll get another email that has the download link for their free report. In addition to sending your prospects to a squeeze page, you can also use a pop-up to get your sign-up box right in front of your prospect. Now, pop-ups have a bit of a bad reputation. A few years ago, you used to get lots of pop-ups on websites, so much so that browser developers like Microsoft or like Thunderbird, Mozilla, all programmed their internet browsers so that you could block out pop-ups. But particularly if you have a WordPress site, there are some ways around that, and you can use a plugin to make an unblockable pop-up. And these unblockable pop-ups are better known as popovers, and you can install them from within the WordPress dashboard. Just go to plugins and then add new, and then do a search here for popover. And you'll see there are a number of different ones here that you can get. And what these will do, they'll basically cover the screen when somebody comes to your WordPress blog with a version of your squeeze page. and it lets people simply enter their details there. And because it covers the screen, you're not going to get any distractions. And again, people will have the option to either enter their details or leave. In this video, I want to talk about traffic, because generating traffic is the start of your sales funnel. Without traffic, nothing else happens. So you want to get people to your squeeze page to sign up for your freebie, sign up to your mailing list, and then everything else can flow from there. But if nobody actually comes to your page, if there's no traffic, it doesn't matter how good your products are, it doesn't matter how well thought out your sales funnel is, nothing is going to happen. It's just going to simply wither and die. So let's talk about different ways that you can get traffic to your website. Perhaps one of the best ways, and certainly one of the most efficient ways of getting traffic to a squeeze page, is via solo ads. Now, the way solo ads work is you pay a list owner, another mailing list owner, someone in your same niche, to send an email to their list advertising your freebie. And then people go to your squeeze page and sign up. And this works because it's super targeted. The people on the list are going to be in your niche and they're going to be interested in your giveaway. It's probably the most cost-effective form of advertising if you're just starting out. Now, if possible, and this isn't always possible because it depends on what type of mailing list software the person who owns the list that you're buying into has got. But if possible, you want to try and split test your ad. So you want to have two different versions of your ad sent to selected portions of the list. And then you want to see which one converts the best. And so you can then roll out that message to the entire list, and you'll know that you're going to get a lot of good responses that way. Now, as I said, it isn't always possible to do that. It depends on the list owner, but if you can do it, it's best to do it. Okay, where can you find list owners who sell solo ads? Some good places to look are the classified ads section of the Warrior Forum, which you'll find here at warriorforum.com/warrior-forum-classified-ads. And the Warrior Forum is a forum for marketers, so you can connect with other marketers, and you're going to find lots of people on this site who have lists who will be prepared to sell you a solo ad. So you can look at all sorts of different niches from this site, from marketers on this site. Another good place to look is on Facebook, and in particular this group, which is Solo Ads Testimonials. You can find that at facebook.com/groups/Solo Ads Testimonials. And you can see here where people give feedback on solo ad vendors that they've used, and it's a good place to find people who let their lists out for solo ads. Another way to drive traffic to your website and to your squeeze page is via social media. And when I say social media, I mean sites like Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and more. Now, a couple of caveats here. First and foremost, realize and be aware that it does take time to build a list using social media. It's not going to give you the sort of instant traffic that you're going to get via solo ads. And you must be careful not to violate the network's policies. Some social media networks are more open to this sort of use than others. Now, regardless of what social media network you're targeting, Probably the simplest way to drive traffic to your squeeze page is to have that squeeze page as your website in your profile. Lots of social media networks will want you to fill out a profile, and there'll be a space there for you to put your website URL in. Well, if you put your squeeze page there, when people want to find out more about you, they go to look at your profile, they see the link, they click it, and they're taken to your squeeze page and they can sign up. The way that social media sites operate and generating traffic from social media is quite an involved subject and goes beyond the scope of this video. And of course, you have to approach different social media sites in a slightly different manner. However, there are some things that you can do on any social media site, like including the link to your squeeze page in your profile, that are going to get you lots of profile views, that are going to get lots of people interested in you and curious about who you are and what you do and that sort of thing. So a few good rules of thumb, regardless of the social media network, is to first of all follow lots of people in your niche. Make sure that you're on lots of different lists. And post great content to your social media site at least twice a day. And it shouldn't be too salesy. It should be, participating in the discussion that's going on the social media site. You also want to share your chosen social media page on your website. You could have a little thing that says follow us on Facebook or visit my Google Plus profile, that sort of thing. And you also want to promote your social media page on any marketing materials. So you want to have it on your business cards, on posters, on offline ads, on internet ads, etc. Similar to social media sites are forum sites. And forum sites are probably better than social media in lots of ways because they tend to be very niche specific. So you find that there are forum sites that are aimed only at specific industries or specific interests. So what you can do on a forum site is, first of all, you can have the link to your squeeze page in your profile as before. The same things apply as on social media. But you could also have a link to your squeeze page in your SIG. And this is a good example of a forum SIG. This is on the Warrior Forum, which is an internet marketing forum. But you can see I can click on these leads here and get taken to this person's website very easily. Now, some forums will let you join as a free member, but you have to pay in order to have a SIG link. Others will let you have a SIG link right away. Some you have to be at a certain level to have a clickable link in your SIG. So you need to check with the forum to see exactly what their policies are. Another great site for driving traffic to your website and to your squeeze page is YouTube. Now, one tactic that you can use on YouTube is to make a short video extolling the virtues of your freebie and then have a clickable link below it in the box on YouTube where you're able to fill out the description. You can simply have a clickable link so that people can watch your video, click the link, and go to your squeeze page. Now, one thing that you should not use to drive traffic to a squeeze page at the start of your sales funnel is Google AdWords. Now, years ago, this was a 100% guaranteed way to get people to sign up. You would have a compelling Google AdWords ad which would direct people to your squeeze page and then they could sign up. And although there was a cost involved, you knew that you were going to get your money back because you were effectively paying so much a name. Then Google changed their policies and this became strictly forbidden. And anybody who did that found that immediately their AdWords account was shut. They were banned from using AdWords forever, and it just made life very, very difficult. So of all the different methods, one that you should not use is AdWords. So there you go, just a few ways that you can get traffic to your squeeze page and to start the whole process of getting people onto your list and into your sales funnel.